All right, I think the countdown has ended. Good morning. I'm Heidi Audette from the Washington State Department of Veterans Affairs, and I am part of the Central Office and the agency's Wellness Committee. So today we are so happy to have Stacy Rundle, who does education and outreach for Washington's Department of Retirement Systems, which is my second favorite agency. She's going to be presenting on the Washington Deferred Compensation Program, including a Roth option, which is coming in November. And so, since this is only 15 minutes, I'm going to turn things right over to her. So take it away, Stacy.
Great, thank you. And thank you for having me. So yeah, just like she said, I'm with the State Department of Retirement Systems. And as you may know, Washington State DCP, Deferred Compensation Program, is a retirement savings program that's administered by us, Department of Retirement Systems. And up until now, DCP has only had a pre-tax contribution option. But beginning October 1st of this year, you will be able to choose between Roth and pre-tax retirement savings options. Now, this presentation is going to focus on the Roth option, but I will also touch on the pre-tax option for comparison purposes. And as you're listening to this presentation, it's important to keep in mind that you can't take any action with Roth until October 1st. Now, if you have questions for me, please use chat for questions. Now, I only have 15 minutes to present and answer questions, so if I'm not able to answer your question, I will provide contact information at the end as well. Okay, so DCP is a voluntary retirement savings plan that's meant to supplement your pension income in retirement. And it's available to all state employees and all state higher education employees. It's an IRC, Internal Revenue Code Section 457B governmental plan. So if you're familiar with Roth IRAs, we can think of the Roth component of DCP as a Roth 457. Now, beginning in October, you can choose when you would like to pay federal income tax. So with pre-tax, the IRS taxes your withdrawals, and with Roth, the IRS taxes your contributions. And you can contribute to either or both options. So why save with DCP? Well, it's easy. It's a great way to pay yourself first with automatic paycheck deduction. That way you won't miss what you don't see. The minimum monthly contribution is 1% or $30. And if you choose to contribute to both Roth and pre-tax, it would need to be a minimum of 1% to Roth and 1% to pre-tax, or at least a $30 is a combined minimum for both. So it could be, say, $10 to pre-tax and $20 to Roth for a combined total of $30. Now, the maximum annual contribution for this year is $22,500. And again, if you decide to contribute to both, it would be a combined maximum. So as an example, you could contribute $10,000 to Roth and $12,500 to pre-tax for a combined maximum of $22,500. And if you're age 50 or older, you can save an additional catch-up contribution of $7,500 for a total of $30,000 if you're 50 or older. Now you contribute to Roth after income tax is withheld. The tax advantage of Roth is that withdrawals from your Roth balance will not be taxed as long as you meet the minimum qualifications, which I'll talk about here soon. Now, in comparison with traditional DCP, your contributions are made before taxes are withheld and your account grows tax deferred. Pre-tax contributions and investment earnings are taxed when you withdraw your funds, but there are no minimum qualifications for the pre-tax option. So why save with Roth? Because Roth offers a source of tax-free income in retirement. So if you expect that your federal income taxes in retirement will be higher than while you're working, well, then Roth can save you money. Funds withdrawn will not be taxed, and here's the qualifications, will not be taxed as long as it's been at least 5 years since the year of your first Roth contribution and you're age 59 and a half or older. So if you're not sure if you should save with Roth or pre-tax, you may want to consult with a financial professional to help you decide. Now let's take a look at an example comparing the tax advantages of both options. And in this example, Pat and Chris have an annual gross income of $60,000, and they can both afford to contribute $200 a month to DCP. Now, Pat will contribute before tax to the amount that she would have paid in taxes she's going to save in DCP. And that means she will be able to save more than Chris. Now, since Pat is in a 20% payroll tax bracket, that she enrolls in DCP at $250 a month. And because it's deducted from her pre-tax income, her net pay will only be reduced by $200. Now, Chris contributes $200 to Roth, which is after tax. And since he will be taxed on the $200, his net pay will be reduced by $200. The Pat's pre-tax contributions for the year, they total $3,000. So when she receives her W-2 form from her employer, her taxable income is reduced to $57,000. Now, Chris will owe tax on this full $60,000 salary. Now, to clarify, they both pay Social Security taxes on their contributions, and their full annual salary is reportable income for their state pension. So, contributing to DCP will not impact their Social Security or their state retirement benefits. Now, at the end of 25 years, Pat contributed a total of $75,000, and Chris contributed a total of $60,000. They both earned an average rate of return of 6%. Now, there is no guarantee on a rate of return in DCP. These examples are projections. Now, since it's been more than 5 years since his first Roth contribution, and he's over the age of 59 and a half, Chris can withdraw his balance of $135,000 tax-free. Since Pat's contributions were pre-tax and her investments grew tax-deferred, she will owe federal income tax on withdrawals from her balance. So after taxes, well, she could end up with more or less than Chris. It really depends on what her tax bracket is in retirement. Now, if her tax bracket in retirement was 20%, the same as while she was working, her net balance would be pretty close to Chris's, around $136,000. Now, since most of us don't know what our tax bracket is going to be in retirement, you might want to consider contributing to both for tax diversification. Now, in Pat's example, she could contribute $125 to pre-tax and $100 to Roth. Now, in years when she's in a higher tax bracket, she could increase her pre-tax contributions to help her manage it. In years when she's in a lower tax bracket, she could increase her Roth contributions. And in retirement, she could take distributions from her pre-tax balance to help her pay the bills. And if she wants to do something fun, like travel, or if she has a financial emergency, she could withdraw a lump sum from her Roth balance without impacting her tax bracket. If you have an existing pre-tax balance in DCP, you can convert all or part of that balance to your Roth balance beginning October 1st or later. But it's important to remember that you will owe federal income tax on the amount that you convert. And since you are not receiving a distribution, taxes will not be withheld at the time of the conversion. The converted amount will be reported to the IRS and to you on a 1099 form. Now, once it's been converted to Roth, it's permanent. You can't transfer it back to pre-tax. So if you are considering a conversion, it's a really good idea to consult with a tax professional, someone who can help you to estimate your tax liability and then decide if it makes sense to convert. Now, if you would like to convert all or part of your balance to your pre-tax balance to your Roth balance, complete the DCP Roth conversion form, which you will be able to find from the forms page of the DRS website beginning October 1st and later, or call Voya Financial to request the form. Now, the fees charged by DCP are among the lowest in the marketplace, and withdrawals are available. Oops, let me go back. Withdrawals are available once you have separated from service. Now, while your Roth earnings would be taxable if you're under the age of 59 and a half, there is no IRS early withdrawal 10% tax penalty if you're under the age of 59 and a half. And DCP provides flexibility. So as you progress in your career, you can change your monthly deferral amount or investment strategy 24/7, either online or by phone. And if you contribute to pre-tax and Roth, you can change either or both contribution amounts. Now you can roll over funds from another Roth retirement plan into your DCP Roth balance. And examples would include a Roth 401k or a Roth 403b. The one exception is that you can't roll a Roth IRA into DCP, and that's an IRS restriction. And withdrawals are available once you have left public service, and qualified Roth withdrawals are tax-free. So to be a non-tax qualified withdrawal, it must be made after a 5 taxable year period of your first Roth contribution and is made on or after you reach age 59 and a half, made on or after your death to your beneficiaries, or because you're disabled. Now, if you don't meet the qualifications of a non-tax withdrawal, then your earnings will be taxed. Your contributions won't be taxed because you've already paid taxes on them. Now, after you separate from service, you can roll your Roth balance over to a Roth IRA or another employer plan with a designated Roth account, such as another 457 for a Roth 401k or a 403b plan that accepts Roth rollovers. Now, how is a Roth 457 DCP different from a Roth IRA? So there are other minor differences, but the two main differences are Roth 457s have a higher maximum contribution limit than Roth IRAs. So $22,500 compared to $6,500 in 2023. And Roth IRAs have income limits to participate. Roth 457 plans, DCP, does not. And DCP offers the same two approaches to investing as traditional DCP. So with a build and monitor approach, you would build your own investment mix from the funds available in DCP, then monitor and manage them while you're working and in retirement. The retirement strategy funds invest your contributions in an investment mix based on how far away you are from retirement. Your investments are more aggressive the further away you are from retiring, but they gradually adjust to a more conservative mix as you age and move towards retirement. And each fund continues to adjust up to 15 years after you retire. So if you're already saving in DCP with pre-tax contributions, you would like to change or add Roth contributions, you can make that change beginning in October. But don't re-enroll. Instead, select DCP from the plans menu of the DRS website, and then log into your online account to make that change. You can also contact Voya Financial to request the change. Now, for anyone who is automatically enrolled in DCP, your contributions are pre-tax, not Roth, but you can change them to Roth at any time. If you're not enrolled in DCP and you would like to enroll, just select enrollment from the table of contents. And beginning October 1st, you can enroll in pre-tax, Roth, or both. If you enroll in both, the investment you select on the form will apply to both. But after you enroll, you can go online and change them to different investments. And anytime you would like to take a deeper dive into DCP, attend a live DCP webinar or watch the on-demand webinar video recording. And both can be found from the webinars page of the DRS website. And if you have any questions about the Roth option, contact the record keeper, Voya Financial. So once you're enrolled, you can access and manage your account 24/7 online or by calling Voya's toll-free phone number and using their automated voice response system. If you have questions or would like to speak with Voya's customer service to make a change, call them Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and press 0 to bypass their automated system. So that is the end of the more formal part of my presentation. It looks like we have about a minute left for questions.
Yeah, there are a couple.
Questions?
Yeah, there
Okay.
are a few questions. I'm just gonna, we can continue going, but I'm gonna thank you, Stacy. This was incredibly informative. Thank everyone for being here. Just plug our next breakout session is at 11:40, where we'll be talking about refractive surgery options. But for now, we'll go ahead and continue with questions. So the first question was, can a Roth be converted into an annuity?
So to clarify for those of you that aren't aware, Department of Retirement System, State of Washington, with your PERS retirement, you have an option to increase your PERS benefit when you retire by purchasing an annuity offered by the State of Washington. As far as rolling your money out of DCP to make the purchase, it has to come from a pre-tax balance. You cannot roll over a Roth balance to purchase one of those pension annuities. So unfortunately, that would not be an option with Roth. Pre-tax, yes, but Roth, unfortunately, no.
Okay. Next question, can you transfer an existing Roth to a DCP?
So you can roll over a Roth from a 403B plan or a 401k plan or another 457, but DCP cannot accept rollovers from a Roth IRA, and that is an IRS restriction.
Those are the only questions that I see in the chat. Does anyone have a question you want to raise your hand and ask? Okay, well, the other question that was there was whether the video would be posted, and Grace responded that it will be put up on the Wellness Fair page on the VNet, so you can visit there or go to one of DRS's webinars as well. So Stacy, thank you again. That was a wonderful presentation.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me. Have a great day, everyone.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.